Okay, let's get cracking. So very good earnings this morning. Oh, dang it. I missed a beautiful double bottom on the 2 minute. This. Beautiful double bottom on the 2 minute and I missed it. Nice little entry point there at 1080. Ah, yeah, well, can't have them all. Chicken soup for the soul. Well, you're not 17, so that scanner's wrong. Popped up to 17, but we'll see. Morning, user. Hoping to get some money back today. We're in a drawdown, so actually that's a good question, right? What is my drawdown at the moment? Let's have a look at the statistics on win-loss expectation. 24k. I've got a 24k drawdown right now. Cheers, buddy. Need some volatility. I'm just going to be very patient today. I've not done that over that. I know exactly where I've gone wrong the last 2 days. I've been jumping into stuff just because it's moving. I've not been patient waiting for the setup. So basically throwing the strategy out of the window. Going in big size too early, not scaling in. Yeah, that was a classic chicken soup. That was a classic classic rookie error for me yesterday. I didn't pay attention to the spreads. I just saw it was moving well and had a good news catalyst, and I thought, okay, so I got in. It was like 40-cent spread straight away. I was like 40 cents down, and I didn't exactly go in small either. I think I went in for 10,000 shares straight away. And I was so that was like I was $4 down before you even start with that one. Lord of Buzzle. Okay, if you want to try retyping that in English, we'll have a conversation. But that's up to you, I guess. welcome on YouTube. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button if you're on YouTube. Make sure if you're on TikTok that you tap the screen 10 times. Yeah, but that was only one trade. I mean, we had more good trades than we had bad trades yesterday. In the end, we didn't do too badly. We didn't do too great either. What was my yeah, almost 12,000 in the trade loss, the trade profit, negative 12,000 down. So we came back from 40,000 down to 12,000 down. We didn't manage to save the day, but we had a good fight back at least. Largely to two stocks. That one was Allego. I'll pull Allego up on the screen. I've actually still got that on the thing. I'll put this up on the 5 minutes. I'll be able to show you where I got. I've done the trade recap yesterday. So after I got this move up, halt, move up again, halt again, move up, bounce, move up, and I got all of that. And then I got this little bounce here as well. So that was 17k there, across that, because it was like $2 move up. Then we got another dollar here, and then another like 60 cents there. So that worked really well, and it was trailing stops. It was quite rangy, so the trailing stops I kept getting stopped out a couple of times, but I was just re-entering with trailing stops at a lower price. It was giving me good. It was paying for the transaction fees at least, so that was okay. And then the other one was Sticks. So Sticks, we got this move up, very choppy, and then we got this move up here. So we got this just after we traded a Lego. So Sticks was worked out well for us as well. So those were the two that I traded yesterday after the stream. And then it was exhausting. Yesterday was actually really exhausting. Went out for dinner and stuff in the evening, just didn't come back to it. Let's have a look at these SPY. We're looking very bullish on the markets today. Excuse me. So we've got the S&P 500 0.5% up almost. Nasdaq 0.5% up. We've got the Russell Index 0.2% up. So another bullish day. We've got the PPI and jobs claims numbers dropping in 20 minutes. So PPI is it's another inflation index. What the PPI is the production price index. So yesterday we had the consumer price index, the CPI. Today we've got the production price index. So it's the cost of production. This is more about manufacturers and manufacturing and stuff like that. The fact that we're actually getting a reduction in fuel costs now might actually have a knock-on effect to that. So I'm expecting good numbers to come out for the PPI. It's not as big a market mover as the CPI would be, but the jobless claims could be. So let's see. Okay. What else is moving? Nothing. There's nothing at the movement. There's nothing at the moment moving with any particular volatility. I'm just watching the markets right now. We've got if there's stock that you want me to take a look at, just pop it in the chat, and I'll take a look at the stock that you want me to take a look at. So it doesn't matter whether that's Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, or TikTok. Something you want me to take a look at, just let me know. If there's something that you think that you want to trade today, let me know why, and we'll have a conversation around it. It's not great volume, Veru, but we've traded this lots of times, and I missed this stuff. I'm kind of kicking myself. I knew they had earnings this morning. I should have been watching this one because I knew they had earnings this morning. So bad earnings, so they sold off, but now we're getting a bounce back. So, but it was this lovely double bottom, this W. That's a textbook double bottom. If you look, you actually get the run up as well. The thing is, with it, when you trade a double bottom, you want to be, your entry point is the top of the first resistance. So we're looking at here. So the entry point would have been 1070-ish. Round numbers, 1070. You're getting 1070. You look, we're getting support at 1070 there after the first run up, and then perfect gauge. But also what you're getting as well is a good measuring stick for in terms of your profit. You want to looking at the full move down here from $11 to 10.17. So you're looking at like 85 cents. If you got in at 10.70, another 85 cents would have been up here. So you would have got that move as well. So you got the full target. So that's textbook double bottom, is that? No, actually, it won't make any difference whatsoever, Scott. That will affect the movement and affect the market on the LSE, but it won't impact the NYSE, unfortunately. And we're not trading the LSE. Well, I'm not trading the LSE, so you know, we'll look at the macroeconomic catalysts for the US market, because it's the US market we're trading. So yeah, I'll have a look at that for you. This is Assure Holdings. It's kind of sideways since yesterday. I had a big run up on the 5th. Had a run up on the 4th and 5th, and then a massive sell-off. And I'll put this on the 60 so you can see. So this big run up on the 4th, at the end of play on the 4th, then out of hours on the 5th, and then it's just been selling off since. So if you're holding bags, I'm sorry, this doesn't look very strong at all. We've even had a little bit of a dead cat bounce there, and it's looking very weak at 152. Probably will go back below $1 by the looks of it. It's 5% up today, but in the grand scheme of things, I think that's I don't think that's going to make much difference. Really, if you're watching this for a potential break, it needs to get above 250, and it's nowhere near that. So, Assure Holdings looking very weak. I hope you're not holding bags. If you are, my advice, I don't offer advice, but if I was holding bags, I would be cutting my loss there. Morning, James. Yes, that's on the watch list. Big mover from yesterday, Frankie boy. So I'll put this on the 15-minute. We can all see it. Huge mover. When this moved up towards the end of day yesterday, the last hour and a half. I was already out, so I was busy eating dinner or whatever it was, having drinks and enjoying myself, commiserating after a bad day's trading yesterday. But just on the 15-minute, you've got a great, lovely little bull flag there, then a move up. So this went mental. This was yesterday. It opened up at it actually gapped up, so it opened up at 256, but it actually closed on, where are we? Yesterday was Wednesday, Tuesday. It actually closed on Tuesday at 229, so it was almost a 30-cent gap up. But it went all the way up to $9 yesterday from 256. This went absolutely parabolic, and I missed it. So that could have been a really good move to get on. But I watch it. It's held most of its gains, so it's still looking reasonably strong. I'll watch that for another move for sure. I will. Yeah, I wasn't around to trade that. I'm not going to get FOMO. We've had that, missed that move. We've caught other moves. There'll be more moves. Morning, Ian. Right, okay, the question was, I can't remember why this moved as well. we've got JP Morgan downgrade. Now the Q2 earnings, that's it. Didn't get great analyst ratings. Over the last 2 days. Yeah, so not great. This is what cracks me up about the market. It didn't have a good earnings. Didn't have the best earnings. Decent. So EPS beat and sales beat, but not by huge amounts. And it's rallied like that. Go figure. The market never ceases to amaze. Worth keeping an eye on for a continuation. If we might not get a continuation, and stocks at this price, most of these companies are garbage companies. Which is why I say don't get married to these stocks. They will rip up like this. Let's go back to the 15-minute. They'll rip up like this and then they'll sell off. So I'm not saying this will sell off, but I'm not saying it's going to have a continuation either. I'll wait for the price action to dictate what I'm going to do with this. Is it shortable? Yeah, it's shortable. So might I'll take a look at this. If this continues below the VWAP, this could be interesting for a short today after that rally. If it continues, then we go long, but if it starts to sell off, then we might go short on this today. Let's see. It's very extended on the daily chart. It's moving down, so could be interesting. Morning Alphabet. ATTA. Let's have a look. So let's have a look at this on the. Well, it depends on what position you're taking. Are you going long or short on this? I'm not overly impressed with it, if I'm being completely honest. 150 maybe could be of interest. So it's a psychological level. It's above the VWAP. So really, if you're going to go long on it, so this is Acetea Therapeutics, KTTA. So this is asking me what would be a good entry on this. Not financial advice. I don't offer financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm giving you my opinion. If I was to look for a long position, i.e. a buy position, I would look for the break of the $0.50 here. It's looking for support down here at 35, 30, 36. So it bounced at 36 before. So we're looking at 140 as 140 range support level. If it gets below kind of 135, it's probably going to sell off. It looks like it needs to bounce here, and then retrace back up towards the VWAP. I wouldn't trade this long until it breaks above the VWAP again. VWAP currently at 148, so psychological level of 150, I would look for the break of 150. That's me, my opinion, not financial advice. I'm not saying it's going to go that way, but if I was going to go long, if I was going to short this, then I would look for the break of 135. What's this program here? This program is DAS Trader, DAS, so Delta Alpha Sierra, DAS Trader Pro. That's the program that I trade on. That's the program I trade on. No problem at all. What you're seeing here, however, in the middle of the screen on TikTok, on the middle left on Twitch and YouTube, what you're seeing here is two of my Benzinga Pro scanners. So this is Benzinga Pro. It tells me what's moving, how much it's moving, why it's moving, etc. And it just told me that Chicken Soup for the Soul is moving a little bit. It lied. Veru is moving down. Oh, Veru is moving. Bloody hell, that's moving nice. Wow. No, I really am kicking myself. I saw this and I didn't enter for this entry here at 1080. 1060, 1068 was the entry. We've got a $3 move there. What is this? No, this is Veru. This is Veru Inc. So this is not a crypto channel. This is a stocks and day trading channel for stocks and shares. Aldivar Lando. We'll discuss crypto because let's face it, Bitcoin's having a wonderful time at the moment. Bitcoin is up at 24,500, 24,669 right now. So Bitcoin's looking very, very strong today. It did drop below. It did drop below 23 yesterday, and then it's rallied all day. After the CPI numbers came out, Bitcoin has just been on fire. Couple of pullbacks, but in the main, it's been on fire since then. And it's currently up at 20. Nearly, it's going to be testing 25. Hey, there's a question for you in the chat. Do you think Bitcoin gets over $25,000 today? Let me know. I'll pull up the chart for you. This is currently the Bitcoin chart. So if you look at this right now, it's 24,654 plus change. So let me know in the chat. Do you think Bitcoin gets over $25,000 today? Missed most of this move, but I'm just getting in for the break of that pullback there. Too extended. I've gone in here and it's way too extended. I shouldn't have gone in, but we'll see. Will it break $14? Had resistance at 14 before. Well, it break $14 just briefly. Got to $14 just briefly. $13.40, bit of support at $13.40. Bitcoin a flush at 24,1999. There'll be a resistance wall there for sure, but if there's enough momentum, let me know your thoughts in the chat. Will Bitcoin break 25,000 today? It wouldn't surprise me if we can get continued bullishness, if we get good jobs claims numbers, if we get good PPI reports, which are coming out in 5 minutes, then potentially we will have the right environment for a bit of a market rally across the board, including crypto. So let's see. little bit of consolidation up here now with Veru. Thinking myself I didn't enter at that double bottom. Just after the bottom of the hour. Could see Veru go on a bit of a rally today. After poor Q2. Again, this is the market for you. You get poor Q2 numbers. There's an initial reaction, and then it rallies, which is like the opposite reaction that you would expect. If it breaks 360 again, 1360, sorry. Okay, calm down. I'll take a look at that for you in a moment, Ian. Do that now. So far, very low volume, very poor volume. 796. It's not having a kind of sideways. The range on SoFi is very small. Had a decent start to the day yesterday, but right now it's just ranging sideways. It's got 20 cents across the whole out of our session, so and the moves are very small. We're talking a couple of cents moves, so I would be inclined not to trade that as a day trade. But if you're in it needs more volume for sure. But if you're in it, there's not enough volatility for me. We'll see. Oh, didn't think we had that level of volume die off. Fake out it looks like. Yeah. Got a new candle to make. Look at this nice flag setup. So you look for the next candle to make a new high as your entry, both on the 1 minute and the 2 minute. And got faked out, so go figure. High of this candle, 1350. Got volatility on Veru today, that's for sure. Spreads have narrowed, not 10 cents anymore, so we're getting a bit more liquidity. That was a big jump. 72 on the 2 minute. There's 70 on the ask. Spreads are horrible, rangy. I don't, because my max loss would fluctuate throughout the month, because at the end of each, I grow my account throughout the month and then I withdraw the gains. So I'd be having to set a max loss every single day, because I look at my max loss as a percentage of my equity position, and I usually set it at 10% of my equity position. We've tapped 14 so far already today. Take some off there. But we've got resistance at 14 last time, so I'm kind of conscious that we need to get over 14 before I add. I'm sure if I had a conversation with my broker, that they would have some kind of algorithm that would give me a daily max loss and stop my account if I lost 10% of my starting equity position. But I don't know how they would do that. You and me both, buddy. Trying not to be greedy today. Lock in some of those gains. $14 is at 14.02 is now our average cost. I just basically bought 2,500 and sold 2,500 at the same price. What that does is it locks in some of the gains, locks in half of the gains, and moves the average cost up slightly. Just going to be a little bit more cautious than I have been this last couple of days, just to start off with at least. I was kicking myself for that double bottom. Look at where we are now. I had $4 if I just $4 on this move. Could have been 20. It could have been 20 grand up if I'd gone in with 5,000 at that double bottom. Exit, first red candle, move back up. I can always re-enter, but just wanted to lock some gains in, get a cushion. Thanks TG. So people will be asking, okay, well, how did I know Veru was going to move today? And the simple answer, it was on the had earnings today, so it's on the watch list for the earnings, but also it hits my scanners here, top of the momentum scanner right now. Veru. Come from a negative position. It was down at 1025, 1020s, after it announced its poor earnings print. It was down at 1020s and rallied like $4.50. I'm not feeling this one. Devil horns right there. We need to fill those wicks. Not between the spreads at the minute. Two little up wicks with a candle in between. It's usually a devil horns unless we fill the wicks. It looks like a little head with horns. It's a bearish indicator. So unless we fill those, so that's not what I'm looking for there. That in itself is a bearish indicator. I'm gonna get out. I'll wait for the next entry. Devil horns on the 5 on the and see these two wicks here. You've got to move up, and then we've got a red candle. Move up here, then it pulls back, and it creates this up wick. Then we get another candle, which is effectively the middle of the head. Then a similar candle to this one, which leaves two horns, which is known as the devil horns, which is a bearish indicator, indicating a change in sentiment or a pullback. That's why if we fill that kind of negates it. So we fill the wick and we break the highs, that's fine. But if we then on this candle we actually don't get to those highs, then it's probably going to pull back. So that's why I exited there, and you can see I was right to do so. And we might get a little bounce at $14, but I need to get up to $14.40 before this becomes bullish again for me. Looking at 1441 is the high of that previous candle. Absolutely, it's all about patience. You'll get in, you make some gains. You'll get out, you'll get in, you'll lose some. You'll make a loss. Every trade is different, but you've got to try and limit your losses and let your gainers ride. Okay, what's this one for? Our house. It's popped up. What's the news on this one? Q2 earnings, that's why that's popped up. But so we're getting quite a lot of movement. Even Aeroclean, which wasn't good to me yesterday, is moving up. Aeroclean's been very good to me on a few occasions, but this is moving up well now. $0.10 spreads, so you can be wary of the spreads. Like that wick at all. Not great volume, to be fair. I'll probably come back when it's got better volume. Back to Viru, at least Viru's got some decent volume. Getting quite a lot of action now. No, actually, I didn't. I wasn't paying attention to the PPI numbers. Did anybody see the PPI numbers coming out? Hey, Miami. Okay, so jobless claims 1.428 versus 1.407, so slightly up. Core PPI month over month is 0.2 versus 0.4, and they're expecting a 0.4 as well. And so initial jobless claims, 262,000 versus 263,000. Well, 260 was what it was previously. So it's a change in 3,000 month over month. So the PPI numbers are good. Core PPI. Jobs numbers are pretty static. It's not really moved the needle on the SPY much. Well, if I look at how that's affected the SPY, not really moved the needle. A bit of a fluctuation, but we'll see. Let's have a quick look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's up at 24/7, 24,700. That's not really moved the needle there much either. Okay. I use primarily for day trading. I use Capital Markets Elite Group for Don Johns. There's no, I don't have to worry about the PDT rule with the Capital Markets Elite Group. I mean, I don't anyway because I've got a larger account. But Capital Markets Elite Group, they give me better leverage as well. I get up to six times leverage, and there's no PDT rule because they're an offshore broker, and very good support. Although saying that, they're very slow with me at the moment. I chased them again this morning. Still not come back to me. I'll have to give them a call. I don't like speaking to them over there though, because they're we'll see. We'll see. I'll give him a call after this stream. I'll keep checking my emails to see if it's done. No, cheers, Don. I appreciate that. Did we already take a look at SoFi already, Ian? Weren't you paying attention? SoFi, it's up at 812. We've got a bit of volume coming, so it's moved from it's moved an entire 14 cents. So likelihood on that, it's just not volatile enough for me to. The volume's not great on SoFi, but it's just not volatile enough for me to trade yet. Maybe we'll get a bit of movement. Very. Well, we got out pretty much at the right time. We should have got out up here at 65, and I was contemplating getting out there, but I was hoping we'll get a move on, but it started to look weak, so we got in late, I guess. Wait for that to pick up. Big movers yesterday. NVTA was the big mover yesterday. This moved nearly 300% on the day, intraday. From, what was it, $2.29 up to $9. Disney, yeah, absolutely. Any problems with withdrawals from the broker? I've never had any problems. And I withdraw some sizable sums as well. Occasionally it can be delayed, so they take about 2 or 3 days before they'll actually process. The way that it works with capital markets is that you submit a form for withdrawal, giving all your bank details and all the bits and pieces that they need, the information that they need. And then it takes them about 2 or 3 business days before they process that. Now, the quickest I've got a withdrawal is in 4 days. So the quickest I've got paid out is 4 days after I put the submission in. Usually it's about a week. So it takes about 2 to 3 days for them to process it, and then usually about another 2 to 3 days for it to credit. Now, depending on which bank I've used as my receiving bank, sometimes I get it quicker because I use TransferWise. So sometimes I'll transfer from their because they'll transfer it in US dollars or whatever. So they will transfer it from their bank into my US branch of TransferWise, and that's like almost instantaneous. So I prefer to do that because as soon as they processed it, I'm getting paid within 24 hours. Whereas if I go through the Swift system, it takes about 3 days. But I've never had any problems for withdrawals. To be fair, I've never really had any significant problems with them at all. I've never had any problems with Interactive Brokers. I also use Interactive Brokers. I've got more money in with Interactive Brokers. I've got my retirement, my SIP account with Interactive Brokers. SIPP, it stands for Self-Invested Pension Plan. It's the equivalent in the US of an IRA or a Roth IRA, I think is how it is over there. So a SIP with Interactive Brokers is what I put a lot of my gains, and I invest it in long-term holdings in my SIP. And I've got another account that I use and invest in long-term with, so it's kind of a savings account, if you will, that I don't get the tax breaks and put it into my pension. The thing is, in terms of tax breaks as well, if the more I put into my SIP, then I get tax breaks for putting into my pension as well. So there's a number of ways of reducing your overall tax liabilities, and I would recommend that you speak to a CPA or an actual financial advisor if you are planning on doing something like this for a living. Even if you take the hit at face value and take capital gains tax, it's going to work out better than income tax anyway. But like I said, there's ways of minimizing that. Lego moved up, no volume. Megel, I'm just going to take that off the list. I don't like it. It's done me twice. AMC's positive on the day. Just ranging around the VWAP at the moment. Chicken soup for the soul did me dirty yesterday. Stole 10k off me. Been up as high as 20. It's down at 1560s right now, but it's been up as high as $22 in the out of hours session. So I'm keeping this on because it's got volatility. Certainly got the range. Not much volume. I think that's what did for me yesterday as well, was the lack of volume. I get faked out a couple of times. Another big movie yesterday. This was it went mental yesterday, both out of the blocks and then into the close. Oh, BioAtla. This was a big mover after hours yesterday. Greenwave Technology. And EMVX has been a big mover out of hours. It did have a green day yesterday, but it made most of its gains in the out of hours session. Been as high as over $20. Been as high as $20.15 already in the out of hours session. I want to see a bit more volatility on Vero, consolidating sideways right now. If it gets over 1450, then I probably will be back into Vero. Don't day trade with interactive brokers anymore. I have done, but I only get 4 times leverage with interactive brokers down. So I can trade because I can use. I've got a Dash Trader account that syncs in with my interactive brokers account, so I can day trade with interactive brokers. Not a problem, but I only get 4 times leverage. That's the only difference. I mean, interactive's a good if you've got a smaller account as well with interactive brokers. That's a bit of a problem because now over the last while you can't day trade with interactive brokers unless you've got 25. They operate the PDT rule in the UK. I'm not in the UK, so it wouldn't matter to me. But I'm just calling that out for anybody that's with interactive brokers wanting to day trade. You have to have at least $25,000 in the UK. Something to do with Brexit and stuff. It's not coiling, it's just sideways really. It's very similar to AMC. If it's coiling, there has to be a level that it's coiling under. This is actually a narrowing wedge, so we're getting narrowing wedge here. We're getting lower highs, higher lows. So it's not exactly coiling, but it's been up as high as 1080, 1060. I mean, if you look at it on a higher time frame, you might say that it's trying to coil under $11, but no, it's not really. But it's just consolidating. And all coiling is another form of consolidation. It's building up a bit of voluminous momentum to break a resistance level. So we're 0.75% up on the S&P 500. Are we going to get a bullish day or a bearish day today, guys? That's the question. What's the market going to do? It's already up 0.75%. Will it sustain its gains? Will it continue to rally? Will it turn negative? Let me know in the chat. At the bell, I think you probably will get a little bit of a pop from. Actually, let's have a look at Bed Bath and Beyond. Whereabouts is it in terms of the VWAP? It's slightly above the VWAP, so it's ranging around the VWAP at the moment. It's consolidating around the VWAP, so that's not too bad. It's just sideways at the moment, so you might get a pop at the bell. We'll see. Well, we've got a little over half an hour to the open. We've got 500 more likes before I can give my my hairy bear a treat. Oh, you should see her today. She's so cute. I've got this little little bow in her hair. I mean, I've got sick and tired of going out, taking her out for a walk, and people calling her a he, which is kind of the default settings for a dog. So I've put this little ribbon in her hair. She doesn't look like a he anymore. Cute as you like. Absolutely, Hard Rock. I've done my time as an actual dad. My kids are all teenagers. Well, actually, 2 of them are teenagers, 2 of them are in the 20s, are grown up now. I've done my time as a dad. I don't get the disrespect from a dog that you get from a teenager, that's for sure. Oh, and a bit of a pop on VCSA, which is Vacasa. I don't know how you pronounce it, but this is popping up. Peru, NVX. We did all right on the trade desk yesterday as well. Will the trade desk move up any higher? That's a good question. Five years and 1 year. That's that. They don't disrespect you at that age. They're sweet at that age. They idolize the daddies at that age. Up till the age of 13, kids are a joy. It's when they get into teenage years and they just become everything that you do is wrong. You've got to have a sense of humor about it, otherwise you would probably... When my kids became teenagers, I realized why some animals eat their own young. That's all I'm saying. So Mara's popping up. This is on the back of the strength of Bitcoin, I guess. So if Mara's popping up, you can pretty much recommend Riot Blockchain is popping up as well. Yes, it is. It's over $10 now. So Marathon Digital, Riot Blockchain, all the crypto mining stocks are having a bit of a rally at the moment, it looks like. Marathon Digital almost twice the price of Riot, but they do tend to trade in tandem. So if Marathon Digital's a little bit too pricey for your account balance, then look at Riot Digital, and then you've got other BT and other mining stocks that will be penny stocks that will move up in tandem with them as well. So look at the crypto miners when Bitcoin's having a good session. They tend to move in tandem with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the leader, and then you've got a couple of these stocks that follow suit. Good afternoon, AM. It's not just the problems get costlier, Ian. They create. And I know for a fact that growing up in the 80s and 90s, some of the shenanigans that I like that word, shenanigans. Some of the shenanigans that me and my friends got up to, oh, we would never have got away with it today because of the whole thing of social media. There's always an idiot in the group nowadays that posts it on Instagram or Snapchat or whatever the chosen social media is. So you can't get away with anything. You know, they're posting it harmlessly, thinking that, you know, it's a bit of a flex, when in reality, it's like there's evidence of what you've been doing. I'm 39 plus tax, I drop. And the tax gets more every year, just like every exchequer. The tax gets larger every year. Xela 156. It's just popped up, so it's over. It's up at 150s. Volume has just flooded in. Has it just had a catalyst? Let's have a look. It wasn't doing anything. It was just sideways, doing anything. It just popped. This last 5 minutes. Right. Okay. There you go. So Exela Technologies announces share buyback program of up to 10 million shares of common stock. That's just dropped. Top of the hour. That's why that's popping up. Yeah, it is quite a large float as well. So Bit of a double top here, so just be careful. That's a bearish signal. And on the 2 minute, there's a big down wick, or big up wick. So just be careful with Xela right now. The MVX moving up again, testing 1980. Yeah, it's just such a big float, and that's one of the reasons I don't like it. Well, besides that and the price, I don't trade. As you know, people regular to my stream, you'll be conscious of the fact that I don't trade anything under $2. I rarely trade anything under $3. So I mean, my sweet spot is kind of five to 50, really. Five to 30, I would say, is my sweet spot. Okay, so Matterport. Tell me about Matterport Double T. Why do you think that's going to rip today? It already did rip after hours last night, but why do you think it's going to continue? And it's up 21% on the day already today. So, this is based on Q2 earnings, as far as I can say. As far as I can see. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other catalyst other than good Q2 earnings, and good Q3 projections. That's usually good enough to move the needle at least. Oh, so United Maritime popped up. Did it do it with any catalyst? There we go. So United Maritime Corporation announces delivery of previously announced Aframax vessel. Well, this is up at 208. United Maritime, and we've seen United Maritime can have those runs. It's been up as high as like almost $9 in the last couple of months. So keep an eye on it. We've got 20 minutes to the bell, guys. 20 minutes to the bell. What numbers have you missed, AM? They're struggling to get you over that 3,000 mark, Miyako. They're struggling to get you a treat. I'll get your treat out ready, because I know you're waiting for it. I'll put it there, but you can't have it. You can sit. There we go. You can have it. I'll tell you. Come here. Come here. I want to show the chat how cute you look. Come on. Look. There we go. How cute does she look with this little bow in her hair? Hey. There you go. You can have that now. Yeah, well, high flyers. We did have some high flyers yesterday. The high flyer yesterday was NVTA, not very well. It moved up almost 300% on the day, but that was later in the day. I'll come back to that now. NVTA, put it on the 15-minute chart so you can see. This moved up yesterday. It moved up a little bit, but then it was up all the way up to $9. So it started under $3 and went all the way up to $9. Parabolic move, lovely parabolic move. So this was the big mover yesterday, like 295% intraday move, I think that was. So there was some movers yesterday, and there have been this week. Yesterday I got a Lego. I managed to get 17,000 on a Lego, so put back on the 15-minute. So that was after the stream ended. I got this move up, and I also got the bounce, or the double bounce, if you will. So this was a Lego, and I also got sticks. This was sticks. I got those two, and they were good. They were big moves yesterday. I didn't recover my drawdown position yesterday. I didn't recover. I still finished down. I was still red on the day, even though I managed to get those two moves. But hey, look, not every day is going to be green. What's the reason for the 15 minutes? Because I can show the whole day on the 15-minute. I put it on the 15 minutes so you can sort of see the whole day's movement. It's just the limitations of the screen. I could show you I'll put it on the 5 minutes if you like, but then I'd have to zoom way out, and it's difficult to see. So if I put NVTA on the 5 minute, you can't really see that. I mean, I'll zoom in a little bit. It's the same data, it's just not as easy to see. I suppose I could show it on the 5 minute. I'll show it on the 5 minute from now on. It's not quite the whole day, but I want to get the whole day. So that's the whole session. This was the big movie yesterday on a 5 minute chart. So under $3, kind of $2.50 all the way up to $9, over $9 after hours. So at $9 where it finished, it went up to $9 in the regular session. It actually went up to $9.35 after hours, and it's held most of its gains as well. So with $6.54 here, so we're still what, 2/3 of its gains. So that's on the watch list. It's down on the day. It's down by 25%, but like I say, it's held most of its gains. Let's have a look. I just got rejected at the $4 area. It went up to $3.90. So let's zoom in. Direct digital. Got decent volume at the moment. Just popped up. Didn't have decent volume up. I just want to see the catalyst. It's got earnings this afternoon. It's released its earnings before just now. It's released its earnings Q2 beat basically. But it's got the earnings call this afternoon after hours. This gets over $4. Will be interesting. Veru spiking up. No, spiking down. Veru spiking down. Tough built warrants. I didn't know Tough Built had warrants. It does. All this time I could have been trading the warrants. I could have mentioned the warrants for people with smaller accounts. I didn't even realise Tough Built had warrants. Not that it's worth trading right now. What was I just looking at? We might get a bounce on the VWAP here at 360. So the VWAP is 357. We might get a little bounce here. It does have some hope. AM MBTA moved big yesterday. It's kept most of its gains. So will it sell off? Possibly. Will it have a continuation? Maybe. So that's the whole point with stock like that. These low price, low float, low price stocks, they're garbage companies. They can pop up and they can sell off in the same sense in the same time. So you don't want to be holding them overnight. It's particularly if you can't trade out of our sessions. You don't want to be holding them overnight. If it gets good volume and get a bit of momentum behind, there's no reason why it can't have some continuation today. Will it continue its move and do 300%? Probably not. Yeah, just give her a treat, Matt. You missed her. So warrants they're a different. They're a bit like options. So but there's no expiry on them. So basically, you can buy warrants, and it gives you the ability to buy shares at a later price, at the price that you buy the warrants. So you buy the warrants, and whatever the price the shares are at that time, it allows you to then buy the shares a little later. So they're a bit like options, but they don't expire. It's just a lower priced offering that the companies have. Yeah, you missed how sweet she looked with a new bow in her hair. There we go. So that's the bounce on the VWAP. Projected at the $0.75 level. So Aeroclean is got a bit of volume. I've got 10 minutes, just under 10 minutes to, just over 10 minutes to the bell. I'll be back in just a second. Aero is just sideways chop at the moment, above the VWAP, so it still remains of interest. ENVX, no, Enovix Corps, it's testing highs right now. currently the high of days is 2015, so we're up at 1999. Oh, she's got her own Instagram page, Matt. She's a puppy influencer. Yeah, it's next week, Tough Bill. Just watching for any kind of movement. Oh, moving back up now. So 8 minutes to the bell. We did have a... Actually, let's have a look at this on TradingView because I want to see what the last ones were. Direct Digital. I'll put this on the daily. Right, so we've been as high as 550, 548. Looking at resistance levels. Support resistance up at $4. This was IPO, what, back in February? 430, I think it opened at. Yeah, 430. So we've got key level here at 380 back in March, and we've got key levels on the half and whole dollars. So Direct Digital, not a huge amount of prior levels at this price. Sometimes it'd be like that. You get a move, it'll move up and you've missed it. This took what, 7 minutes to move up and you've missed it. Pulls back, we're getting a bit of a double top formation here. Maybe get some support at the VWAP, but we're getting a bit of a double top formation. There's the M formation. It's had support at back in March at this level, 390. So that's a bearish formation. It needs to get back up to above 380. VTA. She's tapping the VWAP now. this gets above the VWAP and starts to make a move up, it could be very interesting. I think we might have a nice day today. I think we could have some volatility. Let's see what happens. Four minutes to the open. AMC could be worth watching at the open. But let's have a look at AMC. AMC right now, it's just ranging across the VWAP. Look at GameStop. No volume. Very sideways for the last couple of days. Let's have a look at Bed Bath & Beyond. Has to move with them. Very sideways the last couple of days, but in a similar fashion. So nothing really there. Ranging across the VWAP like the others. Let's have a look at Marathon Digital. It had a bit of a sell-off, but it bounced nicely on the VWAP. This is one of the reasons why you should have the VWAP. If you're trading intraday, you should always have the VWAP on your charts. It's a very powerful indicator. $578 is session high on a Lego for 577. Will be interesting. Two minutes to the bell. Hey, Roberts. Oh my goodness, it's Man City's buying Sergio Gomez. No stopping that juggernaut. There's the bell. Here's the scanners over. Let's watch the signals for price spikes. Trading halt? No. No, that's right. NGMS. Oh, ouch! That's painful. AMC selling off, EMVX looking to break highs, so I'm late to the trigger for the break of the $0.50. That wasn't clever. $0.10 stop in place. Is that going to be too tight? 10-cent trailing stop. Oh, that's a good one. 5,000 shares, 10-cent trailing stop, takes us green on the day. I got stopped out there. Well, that's $900. Still going, so I'm just gonna look for an entry. Rejected at 21. That was a pretty good stop out, that actually. That's pulling back. Oof, ouch. It's a big flush. Okay, what else is moving? RRGB. Halted. This is going to halted down. 1837 is the halt there, so actually we're way off that, yeah. That's halted up. That's a big move up as well, from 850 to 990. It's a $1.50 move. So that should resume at 936. Needs a bit more volume, I think. Havana. This did well for us a couple of weeks ago. Well, a couple of days ago, actually. I think it was Friday we did well with Havana. Looking good. Moved up 10%. Pulling back now, though. AMC absolutely motoring. Check out AMC, guys. Go apes to the moon and back. Well, to the moon at least. Go apes. DNA. You want to see DNA? I'll show you DNA. That's up at 350s right now. It's not showing. It's not slowing down. So Ginkgo Bioworks Holdings. And what else did you... Neo? Is Neo moving, is it? 50-cent move there. Looking if there was any other earnings, significant earnings to watch out for today. Neil's motoring, having a good moment. AMC's. Check AMC out, guys. This is Sensionic Holdings. Just moved up quite a bit. DNA probably is one of those that it's looking really strong right now. It gets, so if it holds over 350 or holds over the $0.50, it'll be worth a punt. NVTA is selling off hard, and I did say I might short that. Hey, sound fun? Yeah, we've been watching Veru. Veru's, yeah. Can we get our money back on Veru? That's the question. Nice entry point. Rex 1550. Traded Veru once already, sound fun, but the thing is with Veru is a lovely double bottom of just over $10, and it moved up like $4. My mistake. We're green on Veru again. A 20-cent stop in place on Veru. Had very bad Q2 earnings report, sound of fun. Go figure. It missed on its earnings report. It missed on the EPS, it missed on sales, and it sold off and then came back and rallied. I mean, that's the market for you in its infinite. This is nice. Maybe I should add to my position, scale in. Altered. Just leave that. I'll leave that there for now. But yeah, it had a poor earnings report, so it sold off initially, and then it's rallied since. I mean, it's up what 42% on the day now. Come back to Veru. I've got a trailing stop in place, so what's the... Oh, it's going to gap up as well. Nice. So it's looking to resume... well, it said $17, it's changed now, it's $16.80, so I've got to stop at 20-cent trailing stop, so $16.60 is my stop. So we're in profit. It's unrealized at the moment. We've got a stock that should give us most of that. Only 2,500 shares, so we'll get about 2,500. If it pulls back, we'll get about 2,500 out of that trade. That'll put us about nearly 4,000 up on the day. So as soon as I get to 5,000, I'm stopping, guys. Just so you're aware. As soon as I get to 5,000 today, unless I'm in the trade, I'll let it flow. But once I get to 5,000, there's no more trades for me today. I'm going to be disciplined. I say that now, and watch me with the momentum. Where was I looking? So Hydrofarm Holdings. It's up at $4. Moved up nice. DNA still moving up. Oh, pulling back. Okay. Top financial halted to the upside. WBD, Warner Brothers. This is Warner Brothers Discovery Channel. The 1350s. Moving up nicely, actually, up on the day. It's not huge gains, but steady gains. My goodness, volatility's back, guys. I mean, just look at these scanners here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 10 stocks all already over 20% up on the day. We've not got the massive parabolic movers just yet. Veru's the closest thing to it, but 10 stocks up 20%, and we've only been going a little over 10 minutes, 12 minutes into the market. We're getting some volatility today, guys. Had a feeling today was going to be a good day. Joby. Spiking up. Not great volume. Oh, that's a lot. TTR. That moved up quite a bit. On a break, $7. Struggling at 7. Struggling at the whole dollar. PJX moving up. Not really. We'll see if this breaks $7 or not. Struggling at $7. Let's go back to Veru. Veru 39, so 44 and 90. So we've got 20 seconds. $20 seconds to the resumption with Veru. I'll probably get stopped out here because we usually get a bit of a pullback. The question is, will it pull back 20 cents? It's looking to resume. Oh, got stopped out. All right. But, that's all right. That was it. Actually gapped down. Let's see. Will we get a bounce here? $475, and I'm looking for a bounce. 1680. See, well, 1650 maybe. I hope you had a stop in place for that flush there, Karim, on the halt. I'll have a quick look at Tough Built for you whilst we're waiting for Veru to give us a setup. So Tough Built 711. Not great volume, couple of spikes, but it's not excessive volume for Tough Built, and whilst it's up 10% on the day, it doesn't look very strong. That's all I'm saying. I didn't want to press that. Okay. I got in there by accident. Let's see if it'll work out for me. I didn't want to press that button. stop at 16, trailing stop at 16. Break 16, I'm out. I didn't even want to be in it. It hadn't given me the setup. Itchy trigger finger, that one. Yeah, I got stopped out on that one. That's okay, I don't mind that. That's my own fault. A little bit amateur on the itchy trigger finger. Needs to break the $0.50 for me. There we go. So back into Veru. And we got stopped out. So we're 25 bucks away from my goal. $25 away from my goal. You're teasing me now, Veru. I'm $25 away from my daily goal today. I can't stop with it. Guys, let me know. Should I stop now with $25 to do my daily goal, or should I continue until I've done my daily goal? Let me know in the chat, guys. What's 1798 is the whole. Call it a day, go home. Well, we're getting a couple of exit indicators saying that Veru's telling me to go home as well. Just pull back. So looking for 1750. Go get some ice cream. I just want 25 bucks. Yeah, probably a good idea, Kareem. It's a nice pullback. It's inviting. So I'm going to trade something. Well, do we do it for the money or do we do it for the fun, Double T? I like to think a bit of both. To be fair, I've not been feeling it this last couple of days. I think from last Thursday, that big drawdown from last Thursday, it just took a lot out of me. And then to recover on Friday and Monday, it was like a lift, and then it was like another slap in the face and a setback on Tuesday. And yesterday I just wasn't feeling it. So sometimes fatigue can be a real problem, you know? It's like any job. A physical job, you get fatigue. Data processing. It's like any job. You get, after a while, there's a certain point where you think, I need a break. And I've not had it, to be completely honest about it, I've not had a proper vacation, not a proper holiday or vacation since pre-COVID. February 2020 was the last time I was actually away properly. So I'm due a nice vacation. $17.10. Yeah, Matterport's moving up nicely. I pulled that up earlier. Roblox is moving higher as well. Roblox is having a good moment. That Roblox having a great time at 52s, testing 53s. I've got some good momentum today, guys. Michael, if you made 10k on Neo, then happy days. Do I think it's worth holding AMC for the ape shares? No, I don't. I wouldn't hold AMC for the ape. If you hold AMC, if you want to hold AMC, the ape shares are going to be worth a penny a share. It's a second. It's like a dividend, but for every share that you're holding of AMC, you're only going to get one ape share, and they're only going to be, the starting off price is going to be a penny per share. It's a literal penny stock. So no. Let's have a look at Tough Built. It was moving up. It's just consolidating around the $7 mark, just over $7, $7.10. So keep an eye on it, maybe. So Veru's going to be a cut-off for me. Actually, we might get a bounce on NVTA. That's a hard sell-off. 550. Looking at the 5 minute. So the previous 5 minute candle was 545. So the break of the $0.50 could be important. Might even get a, I'll keep an eye on that. Might even get a little bit of a head and shoulders or something. AMC's going to the moon, literally going to the moon. There we go. I'm done. I only went in there to get my 25 bucks. So I'm banking a green day. Hit my goal. Daily goal, 5,175, or over daily goal. So, okay, there we go. Hey, Steve. Well, I hope it rockets up for you, Ian. You could do with a bit of good luck. I know I could. So $5,000 in a half an hour. That's it's not a bad day's work, guys. If I do say so myself. You come back, I'll tell you what, we've got 3,000. If we get to 4,000 likes before the end of the stream in half an hour, I'll give you another treat, okay? Yeah, I'm going to go and enjoy the weather. I'll walk the dog. I'll stick around for half an hour. I commit to the stream. I do an hour of the open. I talk through it. That's the whole point. I've traded today. If I see something nice, I've got the cushion, I can trade it. If I see something going parabolic, I can now be extremely patient. I've hit my daily goal and I can wait for a really good setup. So bio-nanogenomics. Bio-nanogenomics. There you go. Is testing $4. This one's up 32% on the day. So we've got some big movers. Broke $4. So it's bio-nanogenomics. Yeah, absolutely, Jack. That's what I've done. I'm just A+ setup. Has to be an absolute A+ setup for me to consider it now. An A+ setup, and I might just scalp a couple of extra quid. But I just wanted two red days. I don't want that to becoming a habit. I don't want to get into a streak of red. So break the red streak. 2 red days in a row. I want to get green today. So bio-nanogenomics is halted to the upside, 417. Let's have a look at what else is moving. The yellow's moving as well. I've just seen that one. So this one's moving up nicely. 384s. This is Amris Inc. Good, decent volume as well. CD local, spiked up, low volume. Don't touch it. Peru is sideways now, so yeah, you probably saw this spike here, Kareem. Oh, hang on a minute. Let me just update my content on YouTube. Like an idiot. There we go. Ian, nice. Oh, we're having a green day today, Puno. Second green day of the week. So we're actually watching for 1750 here. The break of 1750 on Veru. There you go. Let me just check my email. Got a ticket with CMEG. All right, okay, so I'll just check. This is for the small account challenge. My funds are in there. They're just saying that my account will be reactivated before the end of the day. So I'm just checking if my funds are actually in the, if it's ready or not. So if no. Okay, so I'll be starting with $2,510. That's in my account right now. Right, let's see if I can't switch accounts here. Give me a second. I need to wait. It's the other one, isn't it? That's not right. Why have I got no level 2 on this? Okay, I'll just go back to that. I'll sort that out in a minute. So I might trade with my small account later when it's active. Just waiting for that to become active. Still waiting. If the money's in there, it's just not yet active. That's the thing. So small account challenge from the rest of the day, the rest of today, and let's see what else do we need to have a look at, guys. And AMC, AMC's having a great time. AMC's over $25 now. It's 25.50. So question is, will we get a $30 AMC today? What do you think? Let me know. It's this one, the PPM. Okay, we're just struggling with what else might be worth trading right now. So got those all on the watch list now. Okay, I can go back to the chat. All right, you beat me to it then, Double T. I don't have to look at Tesla. The SPY is having a good moment. S&P 500 is still up to here. Right, okay, just a minute. I'm gonna have to fix this. Just give me a second. I don't mind these issues when save the desktop. That's better. Okay. And we're back. There we go. Toasty. DNA into a second halt, is it? Yes, it is. Double halted. Looks like DNA is having a good moment as well. Second or third halt? Second halt. Okay. Some volatility on these today. It is a big float, but we've got quite a bit of volatility, and decent volume as well. That last this move up into the halt was 2.7 million shares traded on a single minute. It's not a huge float. I mean, you're saying it's a huge float. It's not huge. It's a big float. So a small float is less than 100,000. A huge float, you're talking hundreds of millions. You're talking billions, really. Billions of shares will be a huge float. I would say it's a big float, but it's not. It's not. If you look at something like a Tesla, a much bigger float, or you know the larger cap stocks for a $4 price stock, it's a big float. Yes, I prefer to trade stocks that are less than 100 million. You get more volatility, but when there's a stock like this that's clearly got volatility and it's got the volume to carry it through, then there's no problem trading it. It's a 1.8 billion shares, but it's a 750 million float. Riot Blockchain, Marathon Digital, all doing well, El Puno. Basically because, well, let's face it, Bitcoin's having a great day. Bitcoin right now, 24,800. Ethereum's doing even better. Ethereum's over 1,900. It's nearly back to $2,000. So it's 1,920. So XRP is a bit disappointing at the moment. But it was overbought a little while ago, Bitcoin, but it's actually back down into the regular range on the RSI. So Bitcoin's having a nice rally. Yeah, I looked at this one a little bit earlier. It popped up and it's selling off now. So this is Bionanogenomics. It moved up into a halt here. I think it was it moved up into a halt here at 417, and then it sold off. It gapped down, sold off. So Thomas, be careful with that one. It might get some more momentum later, but it's peaked out on the volume as well. So the volume's getting less and it's selling off on lower and lower volume. So it looks kind of exhausted. NVTA, let's have a look. And I was going to short this as well. I mentioned pre-market that it would be good to short. It's still shortable. Yeah. Still short that. You're in heavy on Heraclean. Well, let's have a look at Heraclean for you, shall we? That's selling off too. Well, when you say you're in heavy, what kind of entry price? Because this is now testing lows. We've got 550 is really, or 560, but we had a low yesterday down at 555. So 550 really is the cutoff. If it breaks below 550, I would definitely get out. Are you still bloody holding that, Puno? If you're still holding AMTD, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna kick you up the ass. 596. I would exit right now. If you're in with Heraclean right now at 596, you're down 20 cents. I would say, well, 25. Yeah, just over 20 cents. I would say it's down 571. So I would be getting out. I would have cut my. I would basically right now set your stop at 570. If it breaks below 570, cut it. You can always get back in if it rallies later. We're down at 570, just touched 570 there. So Heraclean, if it breaks 570, get out. You can always get back in. If it rallies, you have a chance to make more money. I have to clean this up. DNA and Veru, the top movers at the moment. Veru moving back up. For that sell-off, it bounced at the 640 line. Actually bounced pretty close to the VWAP as it were, so that's a VWAP bounce really. Yeah, I'm going to lock my montage here. I'll got a couple of technical things I need to do after this stream that just to get my small account back online, and then I'll be trading the small account from here on in. I'll be trading this account as well, but I'll be trading my small account today. Yeah, but that's the whole thing, Toysillo, is the 5K. Oh, you've got 4K, Matt. Well, that's good stuff. If you've got 4K, you know, run for the hills. This is looking a bit like Head and Shoulders on Veru, though. So we've got shoulder 1 here, head, and we're kind of getting a shoulder 2 here. So I'm not convinced that this is bullish right now. It's looking very, very much like a Head and Shoulders. Let's look at DNA instead. DNA's halted again. Ginkgo Bioworks Holdings. Ginkgo Bioworks, Ginkgo Bioworks. Ginkgo Bioworks. Okay. MVTA. No, it's not a break. You've got a bit of a. So this might be an inverse Head and Shoulders forming. So I would say if it comes down to 456 and then 450 is the lowest. If it breaks 450, this pattern isn't there. But we might get if this is a shoulder, that's a head, and then we're getting the formation of another shoulder here. You want to be looking for the neckline. So right now the neckline is 475. So if it breaks 475, you might get a nice move up. I don't think anybody had the idea that it was moving that high, James. To be fair, and if for those of you new that weren't on earlier, that why have I locked my montage when there's so much volatility? I just wanted to lock in a green day today. I've had 2 red days in a row. I want to lock in a green day. I've hit my daily goal. I'm not going to get greedy. I'm not going to overstay my welcome. So lock in the gains and walk away. And very often it's worth doing that. If you can get to your daily goal, walk away. If you do that every day, you'll hit your annual goal without any stress. Excuse me. Water here, I could have used that. That's better. So 475, the break of 475, this might, and you've got a 25-cent stop loss as well here. So 475, if you get in at 475, you set your stop at 450, work out whatever that is going to be based on your share size in terms of risk, and you want to be making, so you're risking 25 cents, you want to be making 50, or at least 40 cents. So 475, you're looking at 525 as your goal, as your target. You might want to take half off at $5. That's if it moves up. If it breaks 475, because you've got this little inverse head and shoulders here now. I'll come back to that. There's other things moving. DNA, where did it go? Big gap down. Slightly. No, it's pretty flat. High of day now at 486. Next halt is 502. No, next halt is 495. It's 486. There we go. Broken out highs. Next halt level 495. We're going to go have another halt here. This is going parabolic. 495. High of day right now, 91, 491. I'm not even getting 4 more. I figured I might get 4 more, but I'm not even getting 4 more. So we got rejected at 490. New high of day, that was still halt level at 495. Devil horns on the 5, 2 and 1 minute charts. So if you're in DNA, take some profits now. Lock in some gains. who's the newbie, Raven? You're welcome. Got plenty of newbies on the chat. Actually, we've got quite a busy stream today. How many have we got over on the old tube? Well, we've got, it's probably an even balance between the tube and the top. Only a couple on. Phil's probably watching on Twitch, along with someone else. We don't get many viewers on Twitch, to be honest. But it's there just in case you prefer Twitch to the tube. I'm a newbie, Raven. Oh, okay. I didn't realise. But fair enough. Makes me feel young, someone calling me a noob. A newbie to what, Raven? A newbie to TikTok or newbie to I'm not sure what you're trying to troll me with here. It's not really working. I'm just giving you some engagement. Yeah, well, if you go on to Wall Street Bets at the moment, I reckon the Reddit community, Wall Street Bets Reddit community, is going to be absolutely, amazed at the run up from AMC. It's pulling back a little bit now. It's 25. It's under 25.50 now at AMC, but kind of rejected at $26. But the question still remains: can we see a $30 AMC before the end of the day? AMC right now is it's only 8% up. It's not even 8% up on the day. It's moved about almost $3, $2.50. Well, I'm far from a new person, Raven. I've been around a long time, but welcome to the stream. Fair play to you. I've been streaming a while on TikTok, so I wouldn't class myself as a noob here either, but I'm not quite sure what you're referring to as me being noob. So this is halted down, by the way, DNA. After what successive halts up, we got halt down. Where's Veru? So Veru, yeah, we're getting this head and shoulders formation. So that shoulder one, head, shoulder two. This is very, very bearish on Veru. So wait for this pattern to either break or break down. It's not. What else is moving? ABSI. Low volume, but it's moved quite a bit. So let's have a look. ABSI. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I've hit my goal for the day. I've got a couple of technical things to sort out on the small account. Oh yeah, so she is new. You are trolling. I'm not. I give intro. This is for Raven, okay? So this is just purely for Raven, okay? Or anybody else that's interested. So as you can see, I'll put this on the for the YouTubers and the likes. You go into my profile and you click the link here, the link tree, the TikTok trader, and you actually get to my link tree. Have I taken a course? Beginner's course? I actually give it. Right. So nice to troll, but if you click the first link, you can actually get my course, and I will teach you how to trade. So am I a noob? Not really. I'm a profitable trader. If you're wondering how profitable, well, let's have a look. So if you go into my link tree and you get down to the third link, this is Trader View. This is what I do to log my trades, and this year alone. So if we go to August, had a couple of red days this week, granted, but if we go into August, and let's look at the details. So this year alone, my current trade profit, this doesn't take into account my commissions, transaction fees, that kind of stuff. The current trade profit of over $750,000 this year. And my statistics are telling me that my win-loss ratios are better than 2 to 1. Well, actually, they're pretty much on point with 2 to 1. My accuracy is 2 to 1. My average daily gain is just over $5,000. I've just locked in $5,000 today, so 5,175. Again, this is trade profit. It doesn't take into account transaction fees. So yeah, I mean, if we look at August right now, where am I finishing on August? I'll be locking another 5,000 on here. I have 100,000 goal for the month. I've got 14 more trading days to hit that. We were over 100,000 last Thursday morning, but we've given some back, so unfortunately. So I'm a newbie apparently, but you know, you do you. I mean, if you're wondering again, guys, while I've got this open, if you're wondering where I find stocks to trade, you see these in the middle of the screen, or on the middle left if you're on YouTube or Twitch. These are my scanners from Benzinga. Check it out. This is the second link down on the link tree. Go check it out for free. You can try it for 14 days for free. If you do like it, use my discount code, you get 35% off. It's cost you nothing to try it out. That's all I'm saying. For me, it's great. You've seen how I'm picking, I'm typing in stocks just as they're moving, just as they're breaking out. Maybe a couple of minutes. I'm missing a couple of minutes because it's taking a little bit. I've got there is a real-time scanner or real-time scanner that you can do that it updates in real time. I just find that a little bit, for me, a little bit busy. And you see something moving, then it's moved down again because it's in real time. It's moving up and down. So I prefer just having a little bit of it, and that gives a little bit of time to get some momentum up as well. So I use these scanners on a daily basis. That's one of the reasons that I am profitable. It's one of the reasons that I am consistently profitable. There's only 1 month this year that I haven't made money. So if I go back to my trader view reports, look at the year again. So you can see here that January I made money. The only money I didn't make, the only month I didn't make money was actually May. If I go back to my detailed and win-loss expectation based on days and times, go back to the months of the year, you can see May was the only time I actually did make money on the trade profit, but by the time commissions and charges and everything has been taken out, I actually lost a little over $10,000 in May. But you can see I'm making good money. Not bad for a newbie, that's all I'm saying. But thanks for the engagement. And with that, I will be signing off, and I'm going to take my little pooch for a walk. And just move this here. Where do I sit in the course selling pyramid? Here she goes. How long did it take me to start trading full time? I went in straight away, Jack. When I submersed myself in it, and I lost money, and that's the problem. If you don't have a mentor, if you don't have a strategy when you first deposit money into the markets, the likelihood is you're going to lose money. More than 85% of people that try day trading and approach it without knowing what they're doing lose money. In fact, 85% of people actually lose money long term. They're never profitable. So yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to learn without a mentor. It's difficult to learn without somebody giving you some direction, and that's the whole part of this stream. If I'd had somebody that I could have learned from, the way that I'm teaching people for free, Raven, the way that I'm teaching people on this stream, I don't charge people to come on this stream and watch me trade, and they watch my good days and my bad days. They watch me lose and they watch me gain. So, you know, I'm not struggling. Why do you think I'm struggling? I have red days, I have losing days, and I have green days, winning days, or gain days. And any profitable trader, any real trader will tell you that red days are inevitable. That's the problem. How long did I go before I started to make money? Well, I consistently make money, probably about 7 months. It took me to actually learn how to trade. I know she's a troll, but you know, I knew she was a troll as soon as she came onto the stream. That's why I said she's trolling, but I didn't know what she was trolling about. But you know, thanks for the engagement. I mean, someone that comes onto the stream with no profile pic, no videos, and following what, more than 5 times, well, a lot more than, but probably 7 times more than's following her or him or whatever. Clear troll. You know, you don't have to be an idiot to work that out. They're definitely comedic. We know we can see the trolls. They go onto streams that are busy. They go onto streams that are popular, and they try and, for whatever reason, the mommy, maybe the mommy didn't hug them enough, or maybe the daddy touched them in the wrong place, or whatever it was. They need attention, and they come onto streams like this looking for attention, and then when we give it to them, they're made up. So they kind of elaborate. If you remember Snooze, he was another one. Hadn't a clue about trading. I mean, you know, but there's always one. No, what I recommend is, if you've got a strategy, if you're learning properly, and you've got a mentor to guide you along the way, that's fine. But it's going to take you at least 3 months to digest it all. It's going to take you at least 3 months to actually become reasonably competent in your strategy. You need to tweak the strategy for your own personality as well. And then you should be trading in a simulator first. Always trade in a simulator first. If you can't get profitable in a simulator, which there's not going to be a lot of emotions to play if you're trading a simulator, it doesn't replicate the emotional or psychological factor that you'll get trading with real money. But it's like going to the gym. You know, it builds up the muscles, the muscle memory, and once you can start being profitable in a simulator, then start small in a real account. Once you start small, you're introducing the psychological element, the emotional element. And you watch me daily. For those of you that watch me daily, I'm consistently profitable, but occasionally I'll deviate from my strategy. I'll get caught with greed. I'll try and go in and make bigger swings when I shouldn't do, or I'll trade something that's low liquidity when I should wait for more volume, whatever the scenario may be. And you'll see that it doesn't work out, and there's reasons why it doesn't work out, and I'll kick myself afterwards. And every trader goes through that. So you've got to take good days with bad days with your good days. The whole point is you want to limit the bad days to small bad days. And if you're swinging for big size, sometimes they can, as you've seen with me, they can be a little bit bigger than you would want them to be. So, you know, trade. Absolutely, traders have emotions. So with that, guys, nice to have you on the stream. We'll be back at it again. There's no power hour sessions tonight. I'm going playing poker. So the next power hour session will be Monday evening, because I don't do power hour on Fridays. I do want to have a life as well. But I'll be back at it tomorrow, 90 minutes before the market opens. Thanks, Joe. We're back at it 90 minutes before the market opens tomorrow. So by all means, Raven, come and have a troll tomorrow. You'll be welcome. And that's 8 o'clock market time. That's 1 p.m. where I'm based, or anywhere in the UK either. That's 2 p.m. on the continent of Europe. Wherever you're based, if you're not in those locations, Google is your friend. It will tell you what time I'm going live tomorrow. And in the meantime, have a profitable day, guys. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.